All right, whose divine masculine is this? I am picking up on his embarrassment, and I have a message for whoever you are. Divine feminines, I feel like he's too embarrassed to face you, but I'm hearing that like he really wants a second chance. Like I am feeling the cringe, so I have no idea what occurred between you two. I just keep feeling this push to clear the air. Okay, so I hope this finds you if you damn well know the energy and that he is too embarrassed to face you, which is why he's not really making any efforts right now. But the reason you're still picking up on him is because he is really hoping and maybe even strategizing for some kind of second chance. Okay, I don't know if he came on too strong. I don't know if he asked some out of timing question. Maybe he made an assumption and offended you. Who knows, okay? All I know is that I am hearing this message to just dig in and you know, this is what it's really about, okay? So let's get his current energy. Let's get some things around what he really wants you to know, okay? We could take this all kind of ways, right? We have a happy ending here, okay? I did start off by saying, okay, that somebody might have come on too strong sensually. Okay, I feel like somebody showed up looking for a great good time and really thought that maybe like their charm, their good looks, like, you know, this usually gets them by. You know, women just melt in their presence, and you know, women often will approach them and just, you know, do all kinds of divine feminine no-nos. And I feel like they saw you and they kind of took the chance to be that kind of smooth and really just stick it to the point, like, yeah, I want you, I'm gonna have you type of energy. And you were like, excuse me? Slow down and back up. Who am I hearing? I'm hearing Lloyd Banks. And Papa Listerine strip before you get all up in a bitch face. You know, you were like, back up, sir. So this is this cringy, embarrassed feeling that I am getting, where somebody who is used to like they're used to this vibe about themselves. Okay, he could be, I want to say, a king of swords with that air of arrogance. So we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I also want to say, I do feel like fire signs as well can come off a bit arrogant, and their personalities can be very strong. I mean, mind you, they are fine men, you know? They come off, they have that air about them, those types of strong masculine qualities. But I feel like this embarrassment has to do with them mishandling those qualities. They misread the situation the moment you spoke. You know what? They judged you from your outside appearances, okay? I feel like your beauty as well, whoever I'm speaking to, it will just lure anybody in. It has the ability to just make men feel confident. All of a sudden, men will look at you and start blushing and smiling for no reason and go back to grocery shopping, and you have this quality about you, okay? That's just what I'm picking up on, all right? So naturally, you got Mr. Cocky coming over here. I feel like he did the courting and he did, you know, this whole kind of sort of dance towards you, okay? And then maybe caught your attention, but the follow through was like maybe leading to this happy ending too quickly. And that's what I feel like someone feels very embarrassed about, because it might have ended very badly. And I do feel like they want you to know you're an attractive woman. Like, I'm sorry I fumbled this. I'm sorry that I didn't have more self-control. Like, he's not at all like that. And he's usually more composed. But I don't feel it's that. I feel like usually women don't say no. They see my material possessions, the way I dress, the way I carry myself. I mean, I'm obviously handsome, right? And I feel like this is a man who, he could be very powerful, a lot of resources, where it's like right off the bat, you know, if you're not someone who really gives in to the material plane or attachment to material things, you're always going to be observing others who have material things and how they carry themselves, right? So I just feel like that was the dead giveaway with you, Divine Feminines. It was the air of arrogance, okay? And someone feels like, how did I misjudge that? How did I make that call? Okay, and they sort of instantly feel humbled, but at the same time, it's like they want another chance to explain themselves. And I think how they might end up coming off to you is just trying to let you know that you're an obviously attractive woman, and just straight up, they would like a second chance. Okay, patience. Will you have patience with me? Will you give me another chance? Okay, so if you guys are definitely feeling this in your energy, Divine Feminines, I'm seeing, like, first of all, you're trying to get over being just turned off by the arrogance. And the thing, too, I'm getting is, like, you're no stranger to men behaving this way. You're very experienced as well with handling yourself around men. So I do feel like some of his embarrassment as well has to do with him just looking at the type of woman you are and how you responded. And now he's just backtracking, thinking, damn, she was observing me the entire time, whereas I thought I had my eye on her. He might see that you're a very patient person and that you take your time with things. You are very slow and considerate, and you really do like to observe. Like, somebody, this embarrassment is, it's weighing so heavy on his chest. I feel like they really wish that they could redo that first meeting, or, because this person has had a really hard time trying to capture your attention again. You could be a very patient person with yourself with that number 2 there, when it comes to coming together with people, especially in maybe romantic relationships. You're very, very patient. And what it demonstrates is self-love, emotional control over yourself, and that you've got a hell of a lot of balance going on in your life. You have other things to prioritize other than a man giving you some attention. You made him feel like any other man. You made him feel like any other man. Can we get some current energy on this situation between these two? He wants to know what the current energy is. Yeah, he's sorry. I am sorry. I made a complete idiot out of myself. Guys, I feel it. I feel the sorriness, but more so the cringiness of it all, because you really did make whoever this man is, like, his pride makes him feel real big. That ego makes him feel real big. But when you stepped into the room, you might have said just a sentence and really just cut him down. It might have been the way that you smirked, looking real fine too while you did that smirk, and you made that smart remark and put him in his place, and at the same time showed him your value. I feel like it turned him on at the same time. You know, he sees you as somebody who is just that Queen of Swords energy, right? I see you before you're even coming. I look unassuming for a reason, right? Is to shit all you up, so, right? In Trinidad, we say to shit somebody up is like to embarrass you, right? To humble you. Kind of poke at you because we already see what it is you're coming with. So, dang, he sees you as extremely protective. You know what? I see him kind of like chariot energy. With the second chance energy, I really do feel like you've awakened someone's like drive or their ambition to court, like really, really just want you. It's like you're not, I'm hearing an easy kill, right? You're not just an easy kill. You come with protection, you come with armor, you know, you got some alarm systems. Those alarm they're going off in your head sometimes as people are talking. You have an energy about you as well where people tend to overshare with you. So he's also kind of feeling embarrassed about just saying too much, saying too much and doing too much in your presence, okay? Clown, somebody feels clowned. Okay, so it's time to disconnect from the world. They wish that they could erase this memory. They are hoping that when they do find the guts and the courage to approach you again, that you are going to, look at this, release your ex, or even just release that past version of them. Please. can we please clear out this energy? You got the words disconnect and release, okay? And I feel like this is all about this second chance that's brewing between you two. Worth waiting for. That's why you're still picking up on his energy, because I do feel like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like a really sexy man. I'm not gonna lie, okay? But the thing about you, Divine Feminine, is like, it takes more than good looks or charm, right? It's about the way somebody carries themselves. And if he wanted that happy ending right off the bat, it didn't look good to you. It showed a lack of self-control. And it's like, what other areas of your life do you lack control in? How's your finances? How's that going? And somebody doesn't like to be spoken to this way, right? They don't like to be spoken to like, they're dealing with somebody else on their level. And that is, I feel, the awakening here when dealing with someone like you. And that's why he feels so embarrassed, because it's like, how could he have made that mistake? But nonetheless, I do feel like he is asking you to just, let it go. Let divine timing do its thing. Worth waiting for. I feel like this is somebody who's waiting for time to pass between you two before they make a comeback. It's like, let enough time, let enough silence pass. Maybe she'll forget about that moment. Next time they come back, it's going to be a lot more controlled. That's why I was picking up on that Chariot energy earlier. Because Chariot is like, faking a retreat and then planning a surprise attack on somebody. So don't think he's taken his eye off of you. How does he feel like when he looks at you from a distance? Okay, so you two may differ, okay, influenced by your religious path or even like your upbringing, which is why I think he's well aware now that he's not dealing with a stupidity, right? He's not dealing with somebody that's stupid, okay? He's dealing with someone who is well aware, well versed, okay? You can read energy, you can read people. You better not come around with that stupidness. It's just the vibe that you give, Divine Feminine. And with that Passion card there, don't ever lose that quality about you, because I do feel like most of the time men are going to fall all over themselves, okay? Of course, you're obviously, I feel like you're just, whoever you are, you're holding this position where men just naturally find you attractive. You've got a sort of dominant personality within your feminine energy. You own it, you embrace it, you know that it holds authority over men in that way, and so you know that it creates an instant desire or passion, okay? Many men have wanted second chances, but I'm just hearing this one in particular, he kind of stays on your mind, okay? So I'm just hearing to tell you, don't count him out, okay? We're saying, let's get one more, don't count me out. Yeah, true love. Because I'm seeing too, like with the sorry card, definitely not easy for him to do, okay? Usually really easy, just move on to the next, whatever, but there's something about you, he does not want to do that, and he's willing to swallow his pride, okay? Because he can't stop thinking about this moment, how he royally embarrassed himself, but at the same time, he keeps replaying the scene in his mind as though, damn, I should have done this, I should have said that, I should have said this when she said this, I should have, it's like, remember the Seinfeld episode with George and the comeback? My boy is having a George moment, a George Costanza moment with the comeback. All right, so that's the quick check-in for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.